hey man, growth is really bad. But at the same time, growth is really good. And if you want to know why, you really have to watch this video.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
With the experience we had with the last companies, with helping them grow and making them have really way more interesting business, we learned that the companies that want to grow also have a side effect to it, and you have to think about that before starting. So when you think about grow, it's really important to define it. What is really grow for you? That's the first thing to do. What does it mean to be growing? Well, it's easy actually. You have to choose just one KPI, one unit that is really important to you. It can be revenue, it can be the margin per employee, it can be the number of units you produce, or it can be the time you spend on something, or whatever other unit that is important to you. And what it means to grow this unit, it means that on an average, or 6 months or 12 months, that average of unit is going to go, for example, from 50 units, it's going to be to 100. And you want to make this grow without investing too much money in it. Because if you invest 50 in 50 and you invest 150 in 150, then it doesn't make sense to grow, because you don't have the advantage of growing. You really have to make also economies of scale in growing. And so that kind of growth, when you put that into growth hacking, what growth hacking has brought to the market and brought it into the industry, it basically says that when you want to grow a specific unit, you can grow that specific unit with the resources at the same level or eventually decreasing by the time you grow. And so this kind of growth is something that nowadays everybody knows and that everybody is looking for. And we've seen that when you do these kind of things, hey dog, when we do these kind of things, we realize that there's also a side effect after you grow, because everybody is searching for this kind of growing situations when you want to have your business increase. And you're gonna start encountering new problems that you didn't think of. And those new problems that we see each time are quality, or especially loss of quality in your production and your services. The second one is the fact that you're going to have slower services or slower production rates, because you need to increase all those things. And the third one is a management problem, because you'll have more people to manage, you'll have more units to manage, you'll have more customers to manage, and so on. And so that will bring you to a next level. And so when I say growth is good, yes, growth is good, and then growth is bad. Why is it bad? Because you have to handle all the problems that is going to give you afterwards. So you have to think about all those problems, and they're not that complicated actually when you think about it. But just the fact that you open up your mind and you think about those things, and you think about your own specific company. Okay, if we double our revenue, what's going to happen? You have to know the problems that you will try to actually solve before they happen. You're going to try to prevent them. And so it's a problem, but it's what I really call a luxury problem. It's a luxury problem because everybody wants to have those problems. When you go to the bank and you say, okay, we're growing and we just signed, we doubled our revenue and we need to grow and have 50 new employees. I mean, a lot of investors and a lot of banking and a lot of financial institutions will be absolutely okay to follow up with you. And so this is the kind of problems that you want to create from your own growth. And so the main point here, the warning, is that you have to control your growth. Because if you grow too much and you go to a level that you cannot handle at all, then actually you're just crashing your business. But if you're able to have a good control on your growth and say, okay, I want to grow exactly by 20%, because you know that 20% is not your comfort zone anymore, but it's something that you can handle and you have the ability and the resources to handle, then it's it's a good way to grow. So that's why I'm saying growth is good, but at the same time, growth is bad, because if you have it too fast, you're going to crash. And so I want you to think about that. The other thing that's really interesting about this subject is to go and discuss with all the people that you know in your industry, and go and read about them, watch their videos, check their podcast, whatever, and go and inform yourself about these kind of problems that have already been encountered in your industry, and talk about that. And so I think that's the subject to me. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. It's really important now that for the future, because I'm going to be making way more of these videos, and if you want to know about the next videos that are coming, to click on the subscribe button just down below, and also click on the notification bell so that you get your videos right in your feeds each time we post a new one, and follow us on all the social media that you can find about us. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions and help you whatever it's related to growth. Sayonara.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.